So it has been a while since I've done a little chat video, so I thought I would start this one off with a little bit of a talk, a bit of an update on how things are going. Things have been really good. I'm really busy, but I'm comfortably busy. I'm not sort of, you know, working each and every day really sort of late or anything like that. I'm working quite comfortably, 8 to 5, no trouble at all. Decided this year that I wasn't going to put out my my big adverts. Well, I say my big adverts. Over the last 2 or 3 years, I've put out some adverts in a local directory that gets delivered to all these different houses. I decided not to do that this year, simply because I just got enough. I picked up 6 new jobs at the start of this year without doing any advertising, just through word of mouth, that sort of thing, and just decided if I put the adverts out, I would end up just probably turning it all away, really. So I picked up 6 new jobs in January and February alone. They at the time looked really quite good jobs. 2 of them turned out to be total waste of time, and it was a bit of a shame because I thought they were going to be really good ones throughout the year. You know, they had plenty of work on for me, but they just ended up being total waste of time. So unfortunately that does happen a little bit, but no, things are really good. Just had all my machines tuned up, really. I think I mentioned to you in one of the last videos that my Honda HRX 537, the one that I just called my mulching mower, that's sort of on its last legs now. The clutch, the gearbox will be, you know, if it gets me through this year, I'll be lucky. So I am starting the look for a new mower. I'm really open to all suggestions. Part of me would just like a bit of a change. I have loved the mower that I've got, and it's done me well for the last 5 years. I think I've had it ever since I've started doing YouTube videos. It's been the one mower that I've used all the way through. But I think a change would be good, something a little bit different. Whatever mower I go for, I'd love it to do some of the similar things that this mower has done for me. I'd like it to be able to mulch and bag. Yeah, I don't tend to get out of the way. I don't tend to on my mower now, the mulching mower, you've got a setting where you can have it in between sort of half mulch, half bag. I very rarely use that, so I'll be quite happy if it goes from mulch or bag, either one. Must be honest, first thing I thought of was maybe the Toro Time Master. I've got a few big lawns that would probably benefit those few extra inches that it's got. But again, I'm really open to all suggestions. I'm going to see what sort of money things are going for at the minute. Again, wouldn't be against the wee bangs. I've seen really good things about that. A little bit heavy for me, but again, it's not a mower I'm really using every single day. It's one of those mowers that I'm probably out of the week, I'm probably using it on 2 of the days, 2 out of the 5 days. But when I do use it, it does a lot of work. So yeah, Toro. Again, I would look at the Hondas. Yeah, I'm really open to suggestions, but at the minute it's still going for me. It's still ticking along okay, but I have just been given the warning. It's over 5 years old now, and I think you could go down the line and get it all fixed up and repaired. The repair part that you need, the new gearbox, is I think over about 300 quid, and the mowers themselves, they retail at about, I think their recommended price is just over £1,000, like 1,200 quid. I've not looked for a while, but so I'm not sure. I think I'd like a change, to be honest. I think I'd like to use something different for a bit. Anyway, back to today. I've got quite an interesting little day today. mostly lawns. I've actually worked this day, so it is just simple in and out lawn cutting, apart from my very first one, which is I'll be here for 3 hours, but after this one it is sort of in, keep the garden looking tidy, and on to the next one. On my first job, I probably won't be able to show you too much of this one. It is one I've shown you a few times before. Let's get out and have a little look round. So yeah, I have shown this one before. It is one I did lose for a little while due to changing of customers, but the customers that moved in, new guys that moved in, decided to keep me on, which was nice, and we have now started back up weekly maintenance. So I don't do these lawns anymore. This big lawn is the customer sorts out. He's got himself a ride-on mower. Removed a few bushes, removed a few trees here and there. But yeah, he does the lawns up here, but I do smaller lawns towards the house with the with my little hater. Yeah, it's a nice job. I mean, look, it's beautiful. Look, nice place to come first thing in the morning. Birds are chirping and the grass is growing. So I think this is officially going to be my longest video ever. I think it's around about half an hour long. These videos take quite a bit to edit up. I think the raw footage when I got this all back from this day was around about 50 minutes long, and when you edit it all together and remove a few bits and pieces, yeah, so half an hour is what the video's going to be. Let me know if you like these sort of videos, guys, if you want to see more of this sort of thing. It's not something I'm going to be doing every day for you, and I think over the next couple of months or so, I think what I'm going to try and do with videos is give you a snapshot like this, so you may get a 20-minute long video, but it's going to be of the whole week. Save me. What I've tried to do in the past is pick out a lawn or pick out a certain hedge to do, and make it like a feature, but I'd like to try and do a little bit, something just a little bit different. So over the next couple of months, while the season is up and running, I'm going to try and do a sort of snapshot, bit of a chat, bit of action, and yeah, try and keep things up to date a little bit more. So for this garden, I've actually worked here now for 3 different customers. I've worked here for probably 4 years now, and yeah, in that time I've seen 3 different customers come and go. The guys that are in there now are lovely, very, very nice people, and they do a fair amount of the gardening themselves as well, which has made things a little bit easier for me. I just come in and do what I'm told, and seems to be going all okay at the moment. Next place to do. This grass is cut every week, and you can see it's put it on a fair amount of growth. If I was to leave it, that'd be sort of too long for these customers. They like it cut every week. Lots going on in the beds. Roses popping up here, there and everywhere. This is one of those places that if there's ever a little gap builds up, the customers get something else for me to stick in. There's absolutely everything in amongst these beds. Sounds like somebody else is next door cutting the grass. Got all the way along here. Hedges to do at some point, but at the minute it's just grass. Every customer I work for is a little bit different. They all have different things they want me to prioritise. For some people it's the hedges or the bushes and the shrubs. They like those looking nice and neat and tidy all year round. For these guys here, it is their lawn. They love their lawn being cut once a week, really keep it nice and tidy. If I ever miss it a week, I do get a text message to say, you know, all the grass is getting very long. They're very long, isn't very long, but you know, to them it's long. So it's important to have a chat with your customers and see what is important to them, you know, what they really want you to concentrate on. Although this place does have hedges and a few flower beds to weed round, they're more concerned that the lawns get done every single week. This is something you won't see me doing too often, but I'm just edging up a little bit with the strimmer. Don't do it all the time because I do have the edger attachment for the combi. On this day though, it's fairly simple. It's just two little curbs just to wander up and down. And once you've got the edge there itself, it's quite easy to maintain the edge with the strimmer. Again, you have to be very careful with the stones. As you can see, shingle on this driveway. Always concerned that I'm shooting the stones off in a different direction. Even then though, like it's just about to happen, stone flicks up and I heard a bang. I think it may have hit the camera or the fence, but I was a bit concerned it had maybe hit the window. Although you try and keep the stones and the debris flying away from everything, sometimes the strimmer just has a mind of its own and it will shoot little stones here, there and everywhere. So edging at this place is fairly simple, but you just have to be very careful that you're not hitting stones towards anything, especially my van. This video was filmed probably 2 weeks before uploading, and we had gone through a very nice spell of weather. The sun had been out and it would been a very nice start to the summer. Unfortunately, as I'm doing this video, it's not quite the same. It's actually pouring down outside and the forecast for the coming week looks pretty dreadful. The only upside is that you get a video from me because it's raining. I get a bit of time to edit a video together. customers do have a couple of dogs, but they are very, very good at tidying away all their own dog waste. Very rarely do I have to deal with any of that. Occasionally you'll find the odd one or two, but again, I can deal with that. I'm fairly lucky with most of my jobs. They don't tend to have many dogs, or if they do, they look after it themselves. I do have one customer who is very elderly, who has a dog, and I do have to tidy her dog a mess away for her, but again, she's very good to me. You know, she keeps me working all year round, so I can deal with a little bit. The one thing that does bug me is if the customers are young, fit and able, and they have dogs that dog mess everywhere. That's when I will have to say to the customer, look, you've got to sort it out, because I'm not. So the next job I'm off to could be quite interesting. I haven't been here for about 4 weeks, 5 weeks even. It's a fortnightly lawn that I normally do, but customer unfortunately has been in hospital for a few weeks. She's broken something, and I've not been able to get there. She's not been able to open the gate for me, so I have no idea what this lawn is going to be like. It's normally quite a the customer likes this lawn being left a little bit longer, so I could turn up and it be knee high. I'm hoping. I have spoke to the customer. You know, I did speak to her yesterday, and she did sort of say that the lawn's looking scruffy, she said. So I'm hoping it's not going to be, you know, any more than a foot long. It's not a massive lawn, but it's it could probably take a couple of passes. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. Right, let's see what we got. Oh, it's not too bad. That's all right. I had images of it being like a big meadow. No, it's not too bad. A couple of passes, we'll get that knocked down, no trouble. So as I get set up to cut this lawn, I will let you know I did fail a little bit of taking you with me on every job on this day. I hadn't quite realised how long it takes to film stuff like this. I like to move the cameras around quite a bit while I'm filming and doing that sort of thing, and it does add to the day. And I hadn't really looked at the clock at all this day, and I got halfway through the day and realised I'm running out of time massively. So I did have to cut off a couple of jobs that you didn't get to see on this video. In particular, this lawn here, I filmed doing the back garden, which is very, very long and messy, but I'm going to put that in a separate video. This video would have ended up being 50 minutes long, so that will be a separate video altogether. So as I say, I did take the camera with me all day. I just failed with a couple of the jobs. This lawn, although looks fairly nice from a distance, is incredibly mossy, and I would absolutely love to, at the start of the year, give it a scarify, maybe give it a bit of a treatment. The customer's not interested, and again, that's sort of it, that's the bottom line. I do get a few comments sometimes that will ask me, you know, why don't I do things, you know, treat lawns for people. It's all down to the customer, you know. I'm busy enough, I don't need to be trying to sell people things. You know, I would absolutely love to see this lawn looking nice and lush and green, but again, customer's not interested, and that's the bottom line. So this is just a snapshot of the back lawn. I don't cut all of this, I'll just cut a little pathway through the middle so the customer can get down to there's a field at the back where he wants to get to. Again, I didn't film all of this for you, but it'll probably be coming up in the near future, so make sure you're subscribed. And I've heard other people say hit the bell, because that does something apparently. But yeah, if you want to see me cutting the rest of this lawn, stay tuned, and in a couple of weeks time I expect I'll get another video up for you, and I'll show you cutting the long stuff. So that's it for me on this video. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope all is well with you. Thanks for anybody who's subscribed lately. We've gone through a bit of an intake of subscribers, so if you're new to the channel, please hit me in the comments and let me know who you are. And I appreciate everybody watching. Take care, guys, be good, and I will see you next time.